Consider supporting Review Tech USA on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. Skip it up and down up. What's up, everybody? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and I'm here with Intro Guy, and he's actually mildly interested in the video I'm going to make today because he just got his first smartphone. He got the, what did you get? The
Asus Zenfone V Live.
Yes. I told him to get the V.
By accident.
I told him to get the V. He went to the Verizon store in a rush and he got the V Live. It's not a bad phone. They had another V Live, which was, it was pretty terrible, but he got his first smartphone and he's enjoying it. You know, he was doing the whole, you had the whole QWERTY keyboard action going on before that, didn't you? He was like still in 2006, so welcome to...
I had the slide phone.
Yeah, you had this. You had the one
2006 slide phone,
which is ironic that you got that one because it's kind of like tying into what I'm going to be unboxing today. And him getting that phone, I ordered this a couple weeks ago, but I knew we were talking about smartphones. Him getting his first one made me think of my first Android smartphone. Now, backstory: my first Android smartphone wasn't my first smartphone. I got my first smartphone in 2005. It was a BlackBerry. It didn't even have audio, it just made clicking sounds, and the big deal about it was that it had a color screen, because 2005. But it just brought back memories. What was my first Android smartphone? And it was a pretty bad one. So I did some digging on eBay, and I found my first Android smartphone brand spanking new. Mine was from Sprint, but it's still the same exact phone. This one's Virgin Mobile, and oh boy. You ready? It's the Samsung Intercept, and it's brand new. It's never been opened, and this phone is a piece of crap. My Samsung Note 8's yelling at me for unboxing this. All right, so let's take a look around the box. As you see here is a Samsung Intercept looking way larger than it actually is. Nationwide Sprint 3G network with no contract. I believe, I could be wrong about this, but this was the first smartphone, or Android smartphone I should say, that Virgin Mobile carried. So it was like a real big deal. You could finally get a smartphone on a prepaid carrier. Again, I had mine at Sprint at the time, but I remember that being a big deal back in 2010. So it's Android. And this is at the time where they still had the keyboards with Android because not everyone was completely on board with using the touchscreen to type out messages, so this was still a thing. I remember they had also the Samsung Galaxy Epic, I believe, which kind of looked like the big brother to this one. And it was a much nicer phone and actually was usable. If this actually has a charge, it'll be interesting to see like how going back in the time warp back to 2010, that's when I got this. On the side, it's 3G capable. Oh, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to even surf the web on this thing because it's so outdated. What was on here, like Android Froyo? I know you're not gonna know.
Yeah.
I was about to look. I was about to ask you.
I sure hope you're not asking me.
It was like 2.1, Android 2.1 or something, like touchscreen. It was capacitive, and this did have a camera, 3.2 megapixels. There was no flash. And it took video that I believe was VGA video, and the video was atrocious on this thing. Take a look at the back here, shows you Google, browser, YouTube. I bet YouTube's gonna be a gem on this thing. It had navigation. Navigation was one of the few things that actually worked well on here. Facebook, blah, 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 phone, Sprint network.
Can you get MySpace on that?
Probably. Probably one of the few things that still fucking works. And that's it. Here's the phone itself. Yeah! Anyway, let's crack this thing open. Let's go. Ow, I just cut myself doing that. Alright, they have an easy seal here. Only I could screw up a pre-made seal. Are you serious? Oh, come on. The box is like the... Well, it's probably because it's like 6 years old. It was like rotting in a warehouse somewhere. This is crazy. I remember actually before I knew how bad this phone was, I remember actually being like excited to get this phone. I was so amped when I got this thing. Oh man, it smells weird. It smells like new from over 6 years ago. Like you have a thing of milk that you never opened, but it's like 2 months old, kind of new. Oh, it comes with an SD card. How big is it? 2 gigabytes. 2 gigabytes. You could store all of like half of one movie and 2 pictures. Wow, welcome back to 2010 intro guy. Got our as plain can be charger. You ain't gonna have any fast charge. Remember, 2010, folks. This is actually, remember looking at the copyright. They were still selling this thing in 2011. I got mine in 2010. Battery that probably does not have any charge in it. Here's our micro USB cable. I'm not opening that right now. Who cares? Let's peel off the. It's you can tell it's old because the screen's already like dying. It's like already like the stickiness is going away. Oh yeah. Still pretty satisfying though, and there it is. Let me go back. Let me just go back. That's so weird.
For me, that's like going back to next.
To last week for you. But this is. I remember. Oh yeah. I remember this right here. That's actually like a mouse pad. Like you could just scroll across to go to different apps and stuff because. Nice. That was a thing back in, like, totally unnecessary even back then, but it was a thing. They were so, like, unsure of Android back then that they had all these, like, things to make sure that you could still go through crap. Because they weren't sure that because it did have an actual keyboard, but the screen is, how big, what is the screen on here? God. So their thing was, okay, the screen, imagine trying to, look at my fat sausage thumbs, trying to type out a message with, like, a 3-inch and change screen. So you got this. You know, it's just amazing how much time has changed when it comes to things have changed, I should say, when it comes to smartphones. And here it is, and I gotta. Ooh, look at that, the USB. That's when Samsung loved putting USB covers on all of their ports. I hated that. This is how you peel off the back, and here's inside, and that's where you put. I cannot. This thing probably was sitting in a warehouse for like 6 years. I don't think the battery has anything in it. You know, you make fun of it now, but this is 2010. It's a long. Isn't it weird that 2010 was a long time ago?
Yeah.
Do we have any juice out of the box? There's no way. Hey, it has a dedicated camera button so you can take terrible pictures. Headphone jack. Headphone jack. That's a rarity nowadays too. Let's see. Do we have any power? Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop it. Look at it has Matt, did I charge this thing in any way, shape, or form before we No, we did not.
Absolutely not.
I literally just opened this. Now, okay, this is a true unboxing. This isn't a bullshit unboxing. And this let's see, it has to be almost dead though. That's impressive, man. That means Samsung, well, minus the Note 7, makes some pretty good batteries because I'm sure copyright on the box is 2011. This thing was relevant in 2010. This had to be sitting around in a warehouse for at least 6 years. At least. And it's... Oh my, it's so old. It's so old. That's old school Android. This was...
Look, it's got about half charge on it.
That is crazy. All right, so I ran out of memory on my memory card on my main camera, so we're back. Tried a couple things while I was transferring the footage over to the computer, and yeah, you're not going to go on the Android market. I tried 1,000 times to punch in my Google account. It just said the password was wrong. I know the password isn't wrong, so that's not happening. But I did try a couple other things that are interesting. We're going to start with the camera. It's terrible. It's as bad as you could imagine. This is a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back here, as you can see. There's no flash. There's no front-facing camera on it, but they did have a little ball in the back so you can kind of see your face and take a selfie. Hey, there's a picture of intro guy. Let's see. Let's take a picture of the studio. God, the delay is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The delay is nuts. Like, whatever you're trying to take a picture of is going to be gone by the time it goes off.
And now, let's try some video.
Okay, for some reason, the audio from this video that I recorded from the Samsung Intercept was all jarbled and high-pitched and weird, so I couldn't actually use it in the video. But this is what recorded footage looks like from the camcorder of the Samsung Intercept. It's choppy, it's blurry, it's terrible, and yeah, this is what recording video on a cheap smartphone looked like in 2010.
Now we're going to surf the web on the built-in internet browser that it has, because like I said, you can't go on Google Play in here because the version of Android on here is so outdated it won't even let you. So we actually have to use their web browser. I tried this already. Prepare for some pain. So let's go to Google. Let's use the on-screen keyboard, by the way. Let's try that out. Here it is. I already tried it before. Let's see how long it takes to load. Oh, look, there's ass cheeks. Oh, come on, it's making a liar out of me. That was actually pretty quick. All right, let's go to, like, I don't know, CNN. Let's go there, see how it loads. You could probably take a nap while this is doing its thing. All right, here, wait. Hey, don't you turn off. I didn't tell you to. Let's see. All right, this actually isn't as terrible. I think this is still the mobile version of it, but let's go. All right, let's click on a link. Let's go to politics, because that's always fun. I mean, it's not as horrific as I remember it. All right, wait, yep. I don't even know what the hell that just loaded.
It went halfway and quit.
It was like, yeah, we're done. Oh, it does pinch to zoom. All right, the pinch to zoom is pretty smooth. All right, so anyway, can we watch YouTube? Now, again, there's no YouTube app built into this. This is Android 2.1, maybe 2.2 at best. So I don't have the YouTube app on here. I tried to go to the Google Play Store or Android Market, as it was called back then, and that wasn't happening. I tried multiple times, no dice with that one. So let's see if we could go to YouTube. I tried that. All right, it's loading up the mobile. Here we go. We got something going on. Come on. There we go. Sounds okay. I got to give it that.
It doesn't sound that bad.
All right. I mean, hey, it's playing a video. Let's try to type a message. I'm doing it this way. Look at my thumb. It takes up the whole keyboard. My thumb takes up the whole keyboard. Let's see. I think Gabe Newell. We messed up there a little bit. Has a fantastic beard. You know what? Credit where credit's due. Even with my big, horribly big bear claw sausage finger hands, I didn't have that much of a hard time typing that. I really didn't. Is it ideal? Hell no. Could I use this on a daily basis? Hell no. But I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Now let's try what was the big selling point of the Intercept. Let's try the built-in keyboard.
I'm goddamn inquisitive, man.
Ooh. Think. Why is it all caps? I didn't ask for all caps. This is terrible. Oh, no. My fingers are starting to tingle. No. There's no tactile feedback there. The keys are mushy. And because it's still a wide phone, even though it's small, even my big hands, I kind of have to stretch across. You can't type fast with that. There's no benefit. If anything, I had an easier time typing on the small screen than I did with the actual physical keyboard. So what's the point? By the way, I just realized there is a YouTube app on here, but it doesn't work. I said there wasn't initially, but it doesn't matter anyway because the app doesn't work. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, there is the Samsung Intercept. This was what budget Android smartphones were back 6 or 7 years ago. And man, how times have changed. So yeah, this is Samsung Intercept. This was my phone for, I would say, almost about a year and a half, and those are some dark times. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Hope you like this trip down memory lane. Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And to hear more content like this, make sure to subscribe to Review Tech USA.